Well, we're here again. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. We're here. And we're together again. Those that are watching, those that will watch, and the information that they get that may help them solve something that they've been trying to solve. That's kind of me. I've always been that, even though so many have tried to change me into so many other things. I will be that. In a sense, person that is wishing to help those that can be helped by me and the God I serve. Well, makes it a big list. I'm okay with that though. I really like to help. So let's see what wisdom comes forward this day. As I move through these different wisdoms, I'm amazed. They're still coming with something I use every day, but sometimes it doesn't get talked about because it's inside of me. Now, we've been talking about we forgive a few times. That's where we're going to go again today. We're going to we forgive the architect. Now, you can have your own intuitive understanding of that, but when you say that three times, um, you'll find that you need to say it one more. I don't know why. I just noticed when I was using it that God said four, three plus him, or the three that is him and us. Don't know. But we are forgiving the architect of maybe all of the disasters of our lives. But we have to think about this. We have very amazing people that have raised us and moved us through. And they may not have been the perfect bunch that we wished for. But somehow we chose them, didn't we? We're here. Maybe something to think of. But anyway, getting back to where we're going. I'm all over the place tonight, so I apologize. Let's see if we can dial it in, as they say. So here we go. It's we forgive the architect. We forgive the architect. We forgive the architect. We forgive the architect. Let it rest. And then say it again. That's me. I only have to say it once now because I have it running in the background quite a lot. You will find that it will help you release things, let things go that you didn't let go before. Got to remember everything that is done, every single thing that happens in our life has a purpose, has a reason, even though some do not. I've been through some pretty hairy stuff, military stuff, non-military stuff, stuff that you can't talk about, but I have. There's some things still kicking around on this YouTube thingamabobber of mine that I put up, that I had the courage to put up or felt that God was saying to. Anyway, we'll get to those as we get to cards and things and all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, for now, let's leave it there. Sorry about the voice, but it's here. This is live without being anything else. So back to that story. Isn't it interesting? We've now had a whole starship show up, well, at least the people thereof, and they're in pretty bad shape, but then the city can expand. That's cool. Um, and it has. And it also has, well, you might call that a healing center or a hospital or whatever you wish to call it, with beds that heal. So here we are, learning more, aren't we? Of course, for now, the lady, the prince, and the person that is from somewhere else, that man, but sometimes the dragon and even that wandering seller of goods, blacksmith, and who knows what else he is. It's all doing their best to help where they can, but they're also being shown that they can just step back because their city, their people are doing what they're meant to do. Sanctuary, sanctum, refuge, recovery for these 700 individuals. Yes, the city just grew a ton, yet it adapted, it grew. And the lady is doing what she can, which she's walking around creating rooms all in one area, because it seems these people will be staying a while. At that point, there is a cloud. Nope, that's not a cloud. That is a starship. Huh. Above our city. The mages, sages, seem to sense it and come out and say, wow, that's looks like, whoa. Um, sir, sir, the guy from somewhere else, come out here. Oh my, he goes, yes, I felt them. What are they doing here? They kicked me out a long time ago. I have nothing to do with them now. But since somebody's got to find out sooner or later, he poofed and there was the dragon. And he flew up. As he was flying up, he was hit by something and it knocked him down. Shook his head and went, "Blah, blah, blah." Well, they don't want to see me. He said, too bad. I want to know what they're here for. So back up he went. This time he dodged, placed, finally found purchase on their ship. And another dragons, about 10, came roaring out of spaces, surrounded him. And he's finding out what's going on, the lady says. We can't hear, but we can see it's a bit of a thing. A few minutes later, he had returned to the ground the hard way yet again. But at least he had some knowledge. They want the 700. They've been hunting them forever. They finally found them in a pocket universe. Well, you know our answer. He said, I already told them that. This is a sanctuary, a sanctum, held by the lawgivers. And they go, they don't care about the lawgivers. That moment, the two lawgivers that had been using their healing energies to try to help these people came out and went, oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that the Dragon Empire wanted to go to war with the lawmakers. At that moment, a great silver dragon tried to come down and found itself impaled on an energy it could not pass. The obelisk from the lawgivers had activated a complete shield over the entire city. The lady felt to speak, so she did. This is a sanctuary, sanctum. I started it. It's held under the code. If you have a problem, it's not here. The golden dragon said, you do not want war with us. And she went, I am pretty certain it won't be just with us. And the golden dragon said, dude, you do not know these people. Apparently, you burned their ship out from under them. They all landed here with burns that I should have seen were dragon-like. We'll hear their story, but they asked for sanctuary, they asked for sanctum. That's what this place is for. You have a problem with that? I guess you have a problem with that. Golden Dragon screeches and says, "We will be back with fleets." The lady says, "So be it." Dragon flies back up, powers up main weapons, fires 4 times on the shield. Unexpectedly, the shield returns the favor. 4 mighty bursts of energy fly up, ripping that ship to pieces. The dragons bail, head for the sky. They say they will be back with many. This is not over. She goes, "Well, that was interesting. And we understand that all of us can create a shield. Cool. Like it to do that more often, but this is good." That was not good. Now we have bits and pieces of a starship, I guess, every which where. And the 2 lawgivers look like they're far away. Ah, are you conversing? One came back a little bit and said, "Yep, not allowed to go home, but I can still talk to my uncle." And he agrees. This is sanctuary. This is sanctum. Whatever they've done, we will hear it out. At that moment, the one that had seemed to be leading those 700 stumbled out and goes, "Dragons, yes, there's even one here, but he's on our side. You follow the one true God, and you were exiled." And he goes, "Wow." He goes, "That travels fast." "Why no?" She said. "We once were under the dragon's protection, and then a wandering, oh, hi there, trader. Hello. Haven't seen you for a while. You turned our world upside down, but we're glad about that. We love God, and we're going to stay with God. They burned our world to ash. We ran. We thought we had found where God wished us to be, and then they found us again. We lost some, but my ship survives. I don't know if you can build a world from 700, but at least we will not be put out." She stumbled, and the lady caught her and said, "You shouldn't be up. I'm sorry that I brought this trouble to your door." "That's all right. That's kind of what we're here for. We'd like less trouble, but if the fleets come, it looks like the lawmakers will deal with it." And that's the only reason they wanted to, yeah. They don't want anyone to serve except for them being gods. Lady turns around with the man that has now revealed himself as a dragon. Let's just call him Dragon, because that's what he is. And he goes, "Yeah." He said they have a dim view of others being gods. "Can't believe you burned your world to a cinder. What a beautiful place that was." She goes, "We save seeds. All of us have packs. Maybe some of it can grow here. Maybe this desert can bloom again." The lady goes, "Wow, this is going to get interesting. Let's leave it there. Let's have a blessing." And the blessing is this, that the eternal, wonderful, amazing God is smiling at you. And from that smile comes wisdom. From that smile comes creativity, imagination, invention, and an understanding of more of who you are. Wrapped in joy, wrapped in peace, wrapped in overflow and hope. and everything else that the mighty Father of heaven wishes to paint. The one God, the true God. And it can be yours. According to your will and wish, this can be so, because it is His will and wish. Let's have a prayer. We come before you, O mighty, amazing God. The story is getting quite fantastically interesting, isn't it? But that's sanctuary, that's sanctum, that's refuge, as I said last night. But let's just bring you to this place in the center of all of us. And we accept your high tower and we accept your fortress. And we wish to be safe. And we just leave it there with you. And we say thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude. Standing in awe and honor, respect, allowing all glory to flow. Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. So, when you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. And know that your path is lit by God. Just before I go, one little more thing. And it's just some words. Alexander Phoenix overlay. Left 2, right 3, dock 4. Those that know, know. Those that be, be. Apologies. Just sending a message. This is my medium, and the medium is the message. So, maybe at a point in the future, we will explain what that meant. But for now, just know that all things here are blessings. All things here are for the highest and best opportunities that can flow to you and the highest benefit. One time and only one. Eric at starthealing.me. Always available to chat. Send you out a link. We'll chat. See where we go. Who knows? And the hum of hope is highway, 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 highway. Blessings.